All right, what's up, guys? Hope you're doing good. Man, what a great way to start the live stream. Welcome, everyone. So the reason why I'm a little bit all over the place is this just happened, right? So last time, and it wasn't more than a couple of minutes ago, I checked gold, and we were trading up here. Now TP1 and TP2 is boom hit just like that. Absolutely insane. And yeah, all right, let's run the intro, and afterwards we'll go into talk about the forex and crypto markets. All right, welcome everyone. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Like it, love it, subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you know when you're going to be able to see my face again. And if you're a long-term follower, I love you. I love you in a very intimate way. Right. So I want to talk about this gold trade right here because I feel like it's just absolutely almost perfect. Absolutely almost perfect. Let's have MS market structure right there. I'm pretty sure it's market structure. I'm good. Libits. Yeah, I'm good, man. I hope you're well as well, and I hope B has a great morning. It's not morning, but for you it probably is. Anyway, it's always going to be GM somewhere in the world, right? Anyway, so I want to talk about this trade right here because I feel it's really nice, really good. I like it, and it's not because it hit the take profits, right? That's not the reason for me to like it. It's just because it. What's up? What's up, Flylux? Flylux. You guys. Well, obviously, it's just going to say that you guys have the weirdest names. Then you look at my name, and it's like I don't even know what that is. Libs for the two. I don't even know what that is. Anyway, so you have a. Let's start with a clean shot here. Right. So what I like about this is, you know, trading. Right. So trading is all about all about market structure, right? It's all about horizontal levels. So let's go through this trade without adding any indicators, right? Any indicators. So we're looking at a gold, and it's trading in a forever range. It's basically been in range for like, I don't know, 2 years, give or take. What's up, Chatty? Is it Chatty or Chatty? I don't know, man. However that's pronounced, is a pretty cool name. So, but what we see here on the 4 hour is it's a pretty clear level here, right? It's a pretty clear level. Could probably add a level right here. So you see it's a pretty clear level, and you could also, if you ignore the major range. By the way, guys, I'm not going to be able to have too long of a live stream. Jumping on a meeting in about 30 minutes, so it's going to be a 30-minute long live. So this could be viewed as a range, right? So we're obviously not going to be shorting this level because it's support. This is interesting. You might have used Shad-E. You might have just created my supervillain story right here. You gotta remember that for sure. So this is the range, right? And obviously we're not going to be, we're not going to short support because we're not retards. So we're not shorting support. But what we could be doing is we're going to be waiting for the break and retest. Boom, the break and retest. Very simple. So what happens here is gold does something weird here, test support, and it breaks down, right? So we are now below this range, right? And the whole idea of the break and retest strategy is, and also like the fact that the overall, the overall trend here is rather bearish, right? We have a downtrend, somewhat of a downtrend. So we're basically trading with the trend here, which is very important, right? Very important. You guys trade with the trend. Trend is your friend until until that friend stabs you in the back, takes your money, which happens at the bottom and the top. That's why, like a trend trader, we don't know where. Like a trend trader is always going to be right at wrong at the top and wrong at the bottom, because we don't know how long that trend is going, right? So we follow the trend, it tops out, and we get stopped out. That's just how it is. Anyway, so what we want to see here is we want to see a break and a retest of that previous support level. So what do we get? We get a retest of this level right here, and it's like a beautiful, perfect retest. It's a nice, rounded retest. It hits that level almost perfectly, creates a 4-hour bearish engulfing. So even without all the indicators right here, you have to understand that even whatever system you're trading, I mean, I have my system, you have your system, and then most of you don't have a system at all. But my point here is, however you're trading, this should always be the number one priority and the number one focus of whatever you're doing, right? And whenever you're doing it. So you have to focus on market structure and horizontal support and resistance. By the way, guys, just so you know, YouTube has a thing, like a statistical tool that tells me that like half of you, like 50% is watching this, is not even subscribed. All right, subscribe. I know you're watching this. Listen, I know you're watching this. You better subscribe. I'm out of here. All right, so what you have here is like, and why I'm showing you this example is because you don't really need indicators, right? It's it's not that my indicators are it's not my indicators that are giving me the entry signals, right? It's not the indicators that are telling me to buy or sell. It's the reaction to the horizontal levels. The indicators is only this guy. He knows what's up. I don't even have to tell him. Like I can just have the comment on here. Legend. He even added a nice little smiley. Look at that. That's a weird smiley though. He looks like he's super high. It's like, oh man. All right. So, anyways, we have a 4-hour bearish engulfing candle right here, and that kind of tells us that we're about to move lower. Well, it doesn't tell me that price is about to move, about to move lower, because obviously we don't we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we can, by looking at price action, give an estimate of what we think is most probable to happen. And when you have a break and retest, and the retest gives you a clear rejection, you can, by some level of certainty, say that the probability of a move lower is now higher than the probability of a move higher, basically. So what happens here on gold is very interesting, right? You have a move lower, and you're in the trading, you're like, oh, nice, this feels perfect. And then you're getting some weird price action right here. And then that candle right here just confirms everything. So let's move to current price. Look at this. It absolutely, completely died. It's like people found gold on Mars or something. I don't know. But like it's completely died here. Peter Schiff is killing himself, probably. I shouldn't joke about that. I'm sorry. I should not be joking about suicide, even though it could be very funny in certain scenarios. I should not be joking about it because it's a very serious matter. Peter Schiff is probably good guy. But it's a shame looking at this shot. Anyway, so now what you have right here is a perfect example of a break and retest where you get some nice follow through to the downside. Now let's look at my trade because I want to be managing this trade correctly. So we'll move this to Bitcoin again. I've got a window open with Messenger. My girlfriend's typing a message, and she's been typing for like 15 minutes. So I'm like a little bit nervous. Like, what the hell is she typing? And I'm starting to think like, what have I done? What have I done to deserve a message that takes 15 minutes to write? I don't know, guys. It might be over. And now she writes, "You're making dinner." What the fuck? I'm done. I'm done. All right, so let's take a look at Bitcoin right here, and let's try to get an idea of what's what the overall risk sentiment is here. So yeah, we are obviously so we had the first rejection of that midpoint of the reload zone, and let me zoom out to kind of show you exactly what I'm talking about here with the reload zone. So this is the high time frame reload zone, and that is the midpoint of the reload zone, which comes in right around 20.5. So we had the first fish for dinner. Dude, I don't know. I'm probably making meatloaf. I love meatloaf. Everything involving meat is great, and I love a nice loaf. I love meat, and it's like meat loaf is a perfect combination. And I make I make the killer meatloaf. So we had the first rejection of the midpoint of the reload zone. I said, this is a very clear rejection, a pin bar candle with a strong wick right here. I did catch a fish yesterday, but it was a... All right, Google Translate. Google Translate. What is it called? Like it's a fish. You don't need it. It's like just it's a bullshit fish. You don't need it. I don't even know if I can't even find the pronouncing. I can't find the word. Whatever. It's a fish, very big, swims around in the lake. I got it, looked at it, and I'm like, I can't eat you. Had to kill it and had to throw it away. Like, what is that? I mean, it's a weird thing, It's a weird thing to do. You stand around fish for 2 hours, get a fish, look at it, kill it, and then you go home. It's a weird thing, fishing. I'm not like fishing. I just fish because my son likes fishing, so I have to like it, But I don't like killing stuff that I can eat. Bitcoin, yeah, okay. So nice rejection. We came up to this level once again, which kind of made me feel that if we reclaim this level, that's a sign of strength, right? But right now, what I'm seeing is Bitcoin being in some type of range right here, very nicely drawn range right here. And of course, in the middle of these two lines is a midpoint of the range, which is the range EQ, the middle of the range. Rejection here, rejection here. If we break below here, I mean, yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, nothing about the Bitcoin chart looks very good, unless you're looking at on-chain metrics. Not the on-chain metrics. I'm saying on-chain metrics like it's an onion. On-chain metrics. Anyway, so if you look at the MVRC score, looks very good. NUPL looks very good. Looks like we're bottoming out, right? But price action looks like it's just about to jump off a fucking cliff. It's like, yeah, I can't take this anymore. I'm going down. And with down, I'm talking about like 15K. Yeah. It's not looking like the perfect... we're not in the bull market. That's for sure, right? But if we can start reclaiming 20.5, I might sell my house, that sort of thing. So that's what we want to see. So all right, so let's go over some of my plans that I have currently. So let's try to. I know we looked at BAT. Well, look at this. This is actually very interesting. Comp never activated, so I can remove all of these drawings. So comp is no longer interesting. Is Atom interesting? Well, yeah. I guess this idea kinda played itself out, but the fact that we never hit that monthly open didn't really. But definitely something interesting happened here on Atom. I missed this one, but then again, I felt like it wasn't really. It never really gave us a proper entry here. So not a lot to do here. That, on the other hand, is actually. I'm still watching this, right? I don't know why, but I think the bat chart looks very good, and for some reason there's some relative strength here on bat. It's below all the major moving averages. It's looks like it's getting ready to break out. I have an alert right about these wicks right here. I'm going to add another alert below the monthly open, and that alert below will kind of tell me that it's invalidated. Let's look at the altcoin perps. So the all-perp is now testing a support area right here. So what this tells me is if the alt-perp, the altcoin index on FTX, if it breaks below this level, and especially this one right here, we're probably going to see a lot of I mean, it's not that this will happen and then we will see a weakness from the altcoin market. If the altcoin perp drops below this level, that means we already have significant weakness in the altcoin market. All right, so nothing here. I'm gonna do probably a complete market scan of the altcoin market tomorrow, and up to you guys. But no, it's at this point it's not much going on. So let's go to the forex market. We have CAD, we had gold here, CAD JPY. I wanted to enter, but I never entered this one. It did hit TP1, and at that point we would have moved stops to entry, so it would have been a winner. But we failed to get in on this. You can look at the 1 hour right here, and we actually had our orders right here, and we could have gotten filled on that wick right there, but it never happened. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Let's go through the other pairs here quickly to see if we can find anything interesting. So yeah, AUD CAD did have something nice going on here, but now with the fact that you had that breakdown and now it's testing that level again, makes me think that it's not as interesting anymore. I still have this on the list, and I'm going to be watching for potential rejection up here, but it kind of looks like it's, you know, I don't like the fact that it kind of looks like we have a double bottom here. All right, let's look at, all right, so let's, you know what, let's do some shorting requests then if you want me to look at any altcoins. Woo. Yeah, it's yeah, you know, it's interesting, but I would probably want to see this level get reclaimed. But then again, it kind of looks like this is this whole area right here looks like a pretty obvious resistance area. Yeah, so you would want to see this level get reclaimed. So you want to see a break and retest of the area around 0.18. I will take a look at XRP as well. So for Woo, a break and retest of the 0.18, and then the first target would be the daily 50 EMA. So look at the XRP. All right, so we got XRP. XRPP. Yeah, this looks bad, like really bad. Are you in a position on this? So maybe you have an open position on XRP. I really don't hope anyone, like, I really hope nobody's long XRP. So, well, this looks pretty bad, right? And one advice I would give you guys is, it's not financial advice. It's just, not advice. I would not short anything, especially on an altcoin that is below the daily 20 and 50 EMA. Most altcoins will be below the daily 50 EMA, but some altcoins will be above the daily 20 EMA, right? So do not go long on altcoins that are below the daily 20 EMA. So XRP, I don't know what to say. Wait for a reclaim of the daily 20 EMA, and if you get that, you could trade it up to the daily 50 EMA. So wait for a reclaim of the daily 20 EMA, sell at the daily 50 EMA. All right, so what about 1 inch? By the way, guys, if you like this, hit the like button. If you like me, doing short requests, and if you like live streams with short requests, you could comment in the comment section below. I guess that's what you're doing. So if you're watching this replay, comment if you like short request live streams and you want me to do them more. 1 inch. I saw your previous live streams where you took a look into it, but I don't know your current opinion. Yeah, okay. So the reason, the fact that 1 inch is not on this list kind of means I'm not interested. But let's take a look. 1 inch. Yeah, and you see the reason why I was interested in 1 inch was here, that retest right there. That was the interesting price action on 1 inch, but then it kind of went up, hit TP1, and boom, went down again. And now it's below the daily 20 and below the daily 50, very similar to XRP. So at this point, I'm not interested at all. Okay, so you're at Woo. All right, so let me help you with this. You get in on 0.18 and so yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard because I tried. If I were you, obviously I would exit like right away, because if from my view and my perspective and my system, it's a mistake by entering on that, because that was a fake ad, probably very clear on the daily as well. So that probably entered on a fake ad. That's why we want that break and retest. So if I were you, I would exit immediately, just exit the trade, and then wait for a more clean setup to come along. Right, so let's do BNB. Right, so this is going to be the last one, and this was the idea we looked at on BNB. Obviously, it went to shit, but yeah. So BNB, same thing here, below the daily 20, and I don't think I don't think Marcus, like, it's hitting that resistance once again. So it's this resistance that needs to be reclaimed. So I would say a break and retest of the daily 20 EMA. Here's another one we watched, a short. All right, guys. So there's not a lot more for me to cover today, and I have that meeting coming up in a very short time. So I just wanted to get something out for you guys, right? I always wanted to get a quick live stream out for you guys, just give you some ideas on the gold. All right, last one, CRV. Yeah, sure. It looks very similar to BAT, but it's, you're not like, there's much better altcoins to short. That there's a lot of altcoins out there that looks much weaker than CRV, and it's actually above the daily 20. So for me, this kind of like you get something like this, and it could maybe even be long, but I would not short this. I would not short this because it looks relatively strong, and I think this is a misconception. For me, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at, I'm looking for, I want to short weakness and buy strength, not the other way around. A lot of people like trading the other way around, using oversold and overbought and that kind of stuff, but it's not for me. I would not short this. I would not. All right, guys. Thanks for watching today, everyone, and I'll try to get a couple of not a couple, but I'll try to go live tomorrow as well, and I'll alert you well in advance. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for joining, and let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see in future videos or future live streams.